Well, good morning to you. Guy Watson here, Bognor Regis Bonsai. Today is Tuesday the 29th of November, and I was looking on YouTube and there's been an awful lot of videos posted recently. Corinne from Greenwood Bonsai, Tony from Tony's Bonsai, Matt from Bobcat Bonsai over in America, and there's been an awful lot of videos about Christmas trees, which is hardly surprising for this time of year, obviously. But then I thought I'd better have a look at some of mine. Now here's one of my trees, some form of spruce, Facia, that I got 2 years ago I believe. I bought it after Christmas because being a bit hard up on the old pocket, it was actually at half price at only a fiver. It was planted in solid clay virtually when I dug it round. I put it into a bucket, yes, in bonsai soil just to try and let it grow up and thicken the trunk. But I was looking at it and I didn't like what I'd done, and I think you'll see as I spin it round. I mean, this is the front obviously. As you spin it round like that, there's nothing at the front now at all really. It's all at the back. Quite lush at the back, overflowing at times. We've got to chop some of those back. But what I want to do, I want to wire it up and pull some branches round to the front, just to thicken it a bit. So that is today's task, so I'll wire it up off camera, then I'll come back to you. Okay, well that's the tree fully wired up now. I've done every branch with 2 branch principle. Oh, I don't know where that one was. Well, that one goes down to this one at the back. So yes, they are all 2 branch principles. Right, so let's see. The object is to bring something to the front here. Stop it looking too two-dimensional. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to prune some of this off as I go. Right, so that's looking better at the front there. This one I think I can bring to the front like this and then go back. Likewise with that one. And as we come up, therefore this one I'd like to go back a bit and then bring to the front. And likewise over this side. That looking a bit better. You know, this needs to come more to the front. That's filling out at the front now. Right, and this one up here, we've got enough at the back there for now. So we'll bring this one around here. This one can go to the back. Make another coil of the wire. That's looking a lot better, I think. Yes. Right, and these 2 here look just too straight. So bring it to the front and then back round. and this one can go to the back initially, and then bring it round. That one can come more into there. Now, let me have a look from your side and see what you think. Possibly some level adjustments. This bit here I don't really like. Right, now then, let's have a look at this top bit. Actually, first of all, let me see any cutting that needs to be done. I think this bit here ought to have a bit of wire on in a minute. We've actually got a reasonable triangular shape. That one's coming across. And that's the way I've got it at the moment. There's two branches coming off here. We'll chop that off. And one coming from the crotch in there. Pull that one out. This can be shortened back to a bud. I don't like this mess here. I'm actually going to take off this whole branch in there. Less is more, as Peter Chan would say. This is coming a bit outside the triangular shape. What's going on in here? I'm going to take this one right back to there and trim that one back to there. Trying to go to buds that I can see in there. That's going straight up. Take that one off. Right, and there's the front. This is ridiculous, this one here. Where was that branch I said I need to put some wire on? I've lost it now. We'll shorten this one back. That doesn't look right there. Right, okay, well let's bring you in and we'll see what we can do at the top. Right, okay, then I had to put the tree down here because otherwise I realised you were pointing up at the sky and I couldn't really do anything up there. Right, now I do have trouble with apexes, but getting them to look right. But let's shorten this one down here. And we'll bring that down and around. Right. Now, up here, what do we have? If we turn it round and try and bring it around like that, and we'll just chop the end of it off. This here can be shortened. Likewise this one. Bring it forward slightly. There, how does that look? That's not too bad. I'd like just to bring it over slightly. There we go. This here can be shortened back a lot more actually. And while we're at it, we'll shorten these two down as well. Right, let's put it back on the table and see what it looks like. Okay, so there we go. So let's give you a 360 and see what you think. There's the front. There's the side. You see, hopefully you can see it's a lot more fuller at the front now. Less two-dimensional. The back, just shorten this one down. And this one over here. To the side. Back round to the front. I'm actually quite pleased the way that's turned out. Right. Oh, this looks too long here, doesn't it? Got to do something with this. Even then. Got that right back. Okay, right. So I think that one's that for now. Right, let's see if I can find another one. Okay, so here's another tree I picked up. I think this was at the end of actually beginning of this year. It was after Christmas I bought it. And much thinner trunk. There's not an awful lot I can do on this one at the moment. But what I'm going to do, actually I don't know what's dead on here and what's alive. I wanted to trim that all back, but to make sure there is nothing there, I'm going to leave that until next year, then trim that back. Well, actually no, it's dead, isn't it? Let's just have a look. Oh, it's dead. Right, I won't wait until next year. It'll come off now. But we can trim some of these back. Not going to do much major styling on this because it's just got a lot of growing to do. Trim these back here, back to a bud. There's some buds up there, so we'll trim back just above them. Not going to bother about styling the apex on this until it has grown a bit more. It's just generally a matter of trimming up at this stage. And I think that we'll just have to do. Trim off the dead branches. Obviously when I planted up into the pot, I did put it at an angle because it's definitely grown straight up here. Just thought I'd see what it would look like. I've got some damage there from some form of animal. Okay, we'll just watch that one. I perceive this as the front that you're looking at now. When it might change. As I say, this tree's got a lot of growing to do. Right, those are my two Christmas trees. I'll put them back on the bench now and they can wait until next year. Right, thank you very much.